Let's get something straight. Women are scanning you the second you walk into a room. And no, they're not checking if your shirt matches your shoes or if you remember to comb your hair. They've got their own checklist running, and it's way more specific than you think, while you're worried about whether you sound smart or if your joke landed. She's already made 3 snap judgments about you. Some good, some brutal. Ready to find out what actually registers in those first 3 seconds? Buckle up. Here's what she's really noticing. First, how you walk into the room. The first thing she notices is your walk. Not whether you're tall or short, but how you carry yourself through the door. Do you hesitate, scan the room like you're lost? Or do you walk in like you've been there before, even if you haven't? Women pick up on confidence or insecurity instantly just from watching you move through space. A guy who shuffles in head down, checking his phone. Invisible, a guy who walks with steady pace, shoulders back, looking ahead. She notices you don't need to swagger or make an entrance, just move like you belong there. Next time you walk into a bar, a party, or even a coffee shop, pay attention to your first 5 steps. Are you rushing, dragging, or moving with intention? If you catch her eyes following you as you cross the room, you just passed test number 1. Second, your posture before you even sit. Congratulations, you made it through the door now. She's watching how you stand slouched. Shoulders, hands in pockets, leaning against the wall like you're holding it up. All of that screams low energy or insecurity. But if you're standing tall weight, evenly distributed, relaxed, but upright. She's taking mental notes. Good posture doesn't mean military stiff. It just means you look comfortable in your own body. Women are wired to notice this because posture signals health, confidence, and presence. Try this next time you're standing around at a social event. Imagine a string pulling gently from the top of your head. Shoulders, back, chest open. But stay loose if women start positioning themselves near you. Or if one happens to accidentally end up in your line of sight. Your posture just did half the work for you. Third, eye contact, or lack of it. Here's where most guys fumble in the first 3 seconds. She looks at you and you either stare at the floor, glance away too fast, or worse, lock eyes like a serial killer. None of that works. What she wants to see is steady, relaxed eye contact that says, I see you and I'm not intimidated. You don't need to hold it for 10 seconds, just long enough to acknowledge her. Maybe add a subtle nod or half smile, then look away naturally. That tiny moment tells her you're confident and aware. If you avoid eye contact, she assumes you're either uninterested or too nervous to handle her. If you stare too hard, she's creeped out the sweet spot. A calm, confident glance that lingers just a beat longer than casual. Try it next time. If she smiles back or holds your gaze, you nailed it. Fourth, what you're wearing, but not how you think. Relax, she's not judging your brand names or whether your shoes cost $50 or $500. What she's noticing is whether your clothes actually fit. And if you look like you put in the smallest amount of effort, a t-shirt that fits your shoulders, good jeans that aren't falling off, or painted on even better, a jacket that looks like it was made sometime this decade, you're ahead of the game. Women aren't expecting runway fashion. They're just checking if you care enough about yourself to wear clothes that fit and aren't covered in mystery stains. You don't need a stylist, you just need a mirror and maybe a friend who will tell you the truth if she gives you a quick up and down glance, and then stays in the conversation. Your outfit passed the test.
Fifth, your facial expression, here's the one most men completely ignore. What does your face look like when you're not talking? Are you frowning? Looking bored? Staring at your phone with dead eyes? Or do you have a relaxed, approachable expression that says you're actually enjoying being alive? Women notice resting face more than you'd think because it tells them whether you're safe to approach or if you're going to bite their head off. A slight smile or even just a neutral but pleasant expression makes you infinitely more approachable. The guy standing in the corner looking miserable, she's not going near him. The guy who looks relaxed and maybe even amused by something, that's the one she's curious about next time you're out. Check yourself. Are you scowling without realizing it? Soften your face. Let your features relax. If women start making more eye contact or smiling at you, your face just became a green light instead of a stop sign. Sixth, Your hands? Yes. Really surprised. This is the one you didn't guess. Women are absolutely checking out your hands in those first 3 seconds. Not in a weird way, just noticing, are they clean? Do they look capable? Are they doing something confident, like holding a drink or resting casually? Or are they shoved in your pockets like you're hiding evidence? Hands signal a lot. Big hands, rough hands, hands with a little wear on them. All of that registers as attractive, even average hands, if they're visible and relaxed. Send a "this guy's got it together" vibe. But if your hands are fidgeting, picking at something, or hidden away, it reads as nervous or unsure. Try this. Next time you're at a bar or event, keep your hands doing something neutral and visible, holding your glass, resting on the table, gesturing when you talk. If you catch her glancing at your hands more than once, congratulations. You just became more interesting without saying a word. 7th, how much space you take up. This one's subtle but powerful. Are you making yourself small, arms crossed, legs together, taking up as little space as possible, or are you comfortable, relaxed, claiming your space without being obnoxious about it? Women notice guys who take up space confidently because it signals self-assurance and presence, not manspreading on the subway like a jerk, just existing in your space without apologizing for it. When you sit, don't fold yourself into a tiny ball, spread out a little, rest your arm on the back of a chair, let your body language say, I'm comfortable here. If she mirrors you and starts taking up more space too, or if she moves closer into your bubble, you've created the right energy. Most guys shrink, the ones who don't. Those are the ones she remembers. 8th, your energy level. She can tell in 3 seconds. If you're bringing good energy or draining the room, are you upbeat, engaged, present? Or are you low energy, distracted, looking like you'd rather be anywhere else? Energy is contagious, and women gravitate toward men who seem like they're actually enjoying themselves. You don't have to be bouncing off the walls, just present and positive. The guy who looks happy to be there. Even if he's standing alone for a minute, that's attractive. The guy who looks like he's doing time hard pass, check your energy. Next time you walk into a room, are you dragging perk up a bit? Stand a little taller, smile at something. If people start gravitating toward you, including her, your energy just became magnetic. 9th, whether you're alone or with a group, this one's interesting. Women notice immediately whether you're flying solo or rolling deep with your crew. Both can work, but they send different messages alone. Says confident enough to show up by myself, which can be attractive if you look comfortable with a group. Says socially connected, probably fun, which has its own appeal. What doesn't work? Being with a group but looking like you don't want to be there, or being alone and looking lost or desperate. Own whichever situation you're in. If you're solo, look relaxed and engaged with your surroundings. If you're with friends, be the guy who's clearly enjoying himself, not the one checking his phone in the corner. Women watch group dynamics, and if you're the calm, confident one in your crew, she's noticing. 10th, your smile, or whether you even have one last one, and it's a killer in those first 3 seconds. She's checking if you look approachable, or if you're giving off do not disturb vibes. A genuine smile, even just a hint of one, makes all the difference. Not a forced toothy grin, just a natural warmth that says you're a human being who might actually be pleasant to talk to. Most guys walk around looking serious or stressed, and it makes them invisible. But the guy with an easy, real smile, he stands out immediately. Try this next time you're out. Default to a slight smile instead of a neutral expression. Not constantly, just when you're scanning the room or catching someone's eye. If women start smiling back or holding eye contact longer, your smile just became your best first impression. There you have it, 10 things she's clocking in those first 3 seconds. And most of them have nothing to do with what you'd expect. It's not about being perfect or having movie star looks. It's about showing up like you're comfortable in your own skin next time you walk into a room. Remember, she's already decided whether you're interesting or invisible. Make those first 3 seconds count. If this opens your eyes, hit subscribe, because next time we're breaking down what happens after she notices you. And trust me, that's where it gets even more interesting.